Bushnell, performance is the only thing. Federal Premium Ammunition, surgical precision, terminal results. Savage Arms, better come standard. Gold Tip, start tough, stay true. And these other fine sponsors.
Hi folks, thanks for joining us this week at Bushnell's Trigger Effect. This week we have a really great, unique episode.
That's right, we're going to be targeting ringneck pheasant. And no, we're not in South Dakota, we're actually in Alberta hunting with Western Alberta Uplands Ranch. And we're going to be hunting along the beautiful Red Deer River.
That's right, we're also going to be using the new Stevens 5.55 enhanced over and under shotgun, so you're not going to want to miss this. It's going to be some great up close and personal pheasant action.
Well, Kent and I are really excited about this. We just got these from our sponsor at Stevens Shotguns. It's their new enhanced 5.55 over under. We are going to be testing these out for the first time on Alberta pheasant, so let's go. So how long has Ghost been hunting?
Ghost is only 2 years old, so he's still learning. He's still a pup, so it's a kind of a work in progress. Hey. Nice shot.
Holy. That was good.
Come on, boy. Yeah. You may miss sometimes, but when you hit him direct.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I wouldn't have got a second shot because Zeus was so fast, he was catching up to the flushing bird. Boy, he has quite the feather tail on. Beautiful, beautiful bird. Right. Excellent.
Yep.
Okay, so we've done kind of our first little morning pushes there, and not too bad. I've gone 2 for 3, but I want to talk a little bit about the area here. Is that there is a wild bird population, so you never know what you're going to get. But the great thing with Western Alberta Uplands Ranch is they also supplement it with birds as well too. So the population is incredibly healthy. These birds are incredibly cagey. And I know I'm having a time of my life. And the great thing is you don't have to go all the way down to South Dakota or North Dakota to where most people go. This is right here in Canada. So it's an awesome opportunity if you'd like to get some great wing shooting in. No, he was flying hard.
Yep. Went right to the river?
Yeah, right into the heavy stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, oh no, like you see that light tree there?
Oh yeah,
he's
quite a ways then.
He was on the other side of it, blitzing across.
Jules, come on.
Well, we're going to switch up. Kent's going to get behind the gun here. I had a really good morning. The birds definitely got the best of me this morning, but that's the way it goes. You know, sometimes you're on your game and off your game. I was a little bit off this morning, so we're going to head back and let Kent get behind the gun.
Yeah, we started the ranch hunting business in 2002. My cousin and I sat down over a drink and we decided maybe we should make this into a hunting lodge. Of course, my wife got involved and said if we were going to have a hunting lodge, we have to fix it up enough so ladies could come too. So we took her advice and we worked on it, and gradually over the years now we've built it up the best we can. We have some release pheasant hunting. We have wild pheasants and every kind of bird. We have Hungarian partridge. We have prairie chicken and abundance of them. So we kind of regulate it so that we so we have enough. But yet it's really improved over the years, and we have a lot of people that really like our accommodations and come to stay.
Stay tuned for more hunting action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect after this commercial break.
Let's just say you're in too big a hurry and what if?
How about?
Yes, that's covered. No matter how it gets broken, shattered, cracked, or crushed. But yes, that's covered, no questions asked. Lifetime warranty from Bushnell has your back. We'll repair or replace your product and ship it back at no cost to you. It's the strongest warranty in the business for when you need it most. Only from Bushnell.
When it comes to duck and goose loads, there are options, but nothing as effective as Black Cloud, featuring the exclusive flight control wad, designed to separate from the shot at the perfect time. 40% cutting-edge flight stopper steel, 60% premium steel. More efficient patterns than steel loads from other leading brands. Our competitors hope you buy their ammo. So do the ducks. Black Cloud FS Steel. Drop ducks like rain.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Hunting Consultants Plus, more than just a booking agency. Now, let's return to the action with Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Well, we've moved up to another part of the ranch. What we've got here is we've got some small coulees that kind of come to an end, and they're usually holding pheasants in there, and hopefully we can get the dogs in there working, get them to flush out the ends, and maybe get some shots at them. So we're going to just get set up here right away, get some dogs out, and see how this pans out. That pheasant was pretty low. He kind of disappeared behind some chokecherry bushes, but I let him have it just as he was coming out the end there. Roger was right. These roosters will run right out the end of these draws, so. Good job, Zeus. Good job, Roger. That's a good thing I got 2 shots. I was way behind that bird on the first shot. But yeah, they're sticking tight to the cover. Second shot was dead on though. Dusted them. That bird comes right out low and flat, so. No, he's birdie. He's got something in here. Let go. That was amazing. I mean, he come real close. Good job, Zeus.
Good boy. Sure. Thank you. My bird.
It's a beautiful bird.
A nice tail.
I might have shot that off.
I think you shot a little bit of the tail off.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Kent, with incredibly high winds, I think we did not too bad because, boy, I'll tell you, those birds were cooking.
Yeah, they sure were. I mean, the ones that weren't turning into the wind and getting out of shooting range quickly were on the ground running and flushing just too far for us. I mean, but those ones that did come up, the 555 Enhanced from Stevens, sure put a world of hurt on them, didn't it?
No, for sure. And I mean, the Prairie Storm as well. It's just a beautiful win-win combination. But, you know, the great thing is our experience isn't over. We're going to head back to our lodge. We're going to sit down, relax, and I know we've got a great meal coming towards us tonight.
You bet.
The Canadian Wild Turkey Federation is proud to present Turkey Talk.
Hi, my name is Dale. I've been part of the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation since its beginning. It has given me an opportunity to give back to the community and to the youth.
Well, Kent, it's morning 2 here at Western Alberta Uplands Ranch, and we're heading back out for pheasant, and we have a little bit of a weather change.
Yeah, it's a little overcast today. We don't have the winds that we had yesterday, but it should make for some good pheasant shooting.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because I mean, yesterday, I'll tell you, when those birds got in the wind, they were gone.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll be a little easier on us.
Yeah, we'll put the smack down on them. Oh, he's birdie.
Rooster!
Ooh. That was quick. The dog went in and the bird flushed out, and wow, that happened a lot faster than what I thought it would.
Bushnell's Trigger Effect will return shortly after this commercial break.
For unmatched vein clearance. For drag that doesn't sacrifice speed. For group size reductions of up to 75%. Gold Tip introduces Valkyrie with Factory 4 Fletch. Its accuracy to the 4th power. Valkyrie with Factory 4 Fletch. Only from Gold Tip.
Brad, what's the plan? We're gonna butter them up. Huh? Meat donkey butter, ultra strength, attractive taste. You just grab a tube and you smear it on trees, rocks, anywhere where you want to attract deer. Look, it stays through sleet, rain, and snow. Took all my donkey butter. We got all biscuits done.
Donkey butter from Primo's. Butter them up, whack them down.
This segment is brought to you by Westside Stores, your outdoor sports authority. Now, back to Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Okay, he's getting birdie. Get ready. Rooster!
Whew.
Nice job.
Boy, I'll tell you, with no winds today, the dogs are getting right on these birds, and they're flushing the way they should be flushing, and they're not hitting, they're not spooky, but wow, that was pretty awesome. That worked out well. I mean, you called it to a T. You said that, you know, some of this open scrub will hold pheasant, and it definitely did.
It's amazing how there's no cover in there, and you can't hardly see anything in there, but they can still blend in.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
That's a very nice bird.
Well, let's keep going.
If the day keeps going like this, we'll be in business.
Well, what we've done is we've moved a little further upstream of the Red Deer River. We're getting out of the scrub, and we're going to do what we did yesterday when Kent was shooting, which is push some of these draws because they seem to really hold the roosters. So Roger just went back to get one of the dogs, and we're going to throw him in the bush here, and we'll see what happens. So we're off the point now. Part of the reason that we have to use these dogs is that there's not a lot of cover out in the open, but these draws are thick vegetation. Like, you literally cannot see any more than like 2-3 feet into it, and those pheasants will hold tight because they don't want to be out here. So the best way to get them is Roger sends one of his dogs right up the gut, and hopefully our wing shooting's online and we can knock them down as they blow out. Woo! That worked as planned. Roger did his job, Thor did his job, and apparently the 555 and the Prairie Storm did its job. That was awesome. That worked out beautiful. That looks like a great rooster. So we're working our way up ahead here. There's a whole bunch of little draws that come off the riparian zone here on the Red Deer River, and Roger's going to work with Zeus and keep pushing up these draws and hopefully punch birds out. Not all of them hold birds, but the majority do. He went straight up. I had to wait a little bit so he could get up, so I had a clear shot. Wow. That was a typical rooster flush. They just power straight up and then they hit that wind and they're gone, but holy smokes. I have to admit, that one startled me.
Lethbridge College proudly presents Conservation Connection.
Hi folks, welcome to this week's edition of Conservation Connection at Lethbridge College. One of the most common emails that we get is asking the roles of parks when it comes to conservation and management. To help me out with this, I'm being joined by Carrie Edwards, who's one of the instructors here at the college. So, Carrie, basically, are parks just areas close to hunting?
Really good question, and I think there's a mindset out there that says, yes, parks are closed, but really that's not the case. I mean, we've got, province you're from, British Columbia, they've got different classes of parks that are open to hunting, and here in Alberta as well, we've got different classes of parks. It's on a nomenclature system where a wildland provincial park allows hunting opportunities to exist.
Excellent. And now I know, for instance, park activity is usually related to tourism, which is in the summers. However, most hunting is in the falls and the springs. So do parks attract the same users?
There's been a number of studies that actually look at that, and they've sort of found that yes, they are the same type of people that they have a passion for the outdoors. So maybe in the fall they're doing hunting, but in the summer they're actually visiting parks. And it was in the high 70s, low 80s, a survey that Ducks Unlimited Inc. did a number of years ago as well.
Excellent. And now one of the other things that I was kind of curious on, especially being a hunter, is do parks benefit hunting?
Yeah, they definitely benefit hunting because if you think about it, they act as a genetic reservoir. So you've got animals that might spend their whole life within a park, but there's a good chance that they may wander out during the breeding season. In fact, lots of the big game, the ungulates, actually migrate out of the parks and have their calving areas outside of the parks, and so that DNA is being passed on, and I think it helps that you've got some of those big bulls like you might see in Banff and Jasper that might be moving out of the park and actually spreading their genetics throughout different areas.
Well, that's really great information. It's kind of opened my eyes a little bit on the role of parks as well too. So let's get back to some more hunting action at Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
For more information on Bushnell's Trigger Effect, visit our website or Facebook. Now, back to the action.
Ready? Nice shot, man!
Holy. Boy, he came out low and fast.
You make it look easy.
More Bushnell's Trigger Effect after these important messages.
The two-stage target trigger comes standard. So does the side-charging handle. And the adjustable gas block definitely comes standard. But more importantly, the feeling of holding unrivaled accuracy with your own two hands, that comes standard too. Introducing the new line of MSR. Savage. Better comes standard.
My camo doesn't need the match, and I don't care about a deer's net score.
I won't be at your game Friday night.
I will keep looking at trail camera photos until this meeting is over.
For those who live to hunt and refuse to compromise, the new Trophy and Trophy Extreme binoculars, featuring the clarity of optics costing hundreds more and the industry's finest no questions asked lifetime warranty.
They're the optics your rich uncle would own if he wasn't such a pretentious fanboy.
This segment is brought to you by King's Camo. See the difference. Now, back to Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Well, so what we're doing now is, as you can see, we've got more of these draws coming up from the red deer. So Roger went to grab the dogs and worked before. Hopefully it'll work again.
Ooh. Nice shot.
Great job, Dean. That was some great shooting this morning. Now it's my turn to see the 5.55 bark. We're going to use the Federal Prairie Storm, see if we can't knock down some more pheasants. They do come out the end of those draws pretty tight. I mean, that bird, the dog and Roger were in there. We could hear it rustling around. So we moved position. I mean, the trucks are right there in the background, but I waited till they cleared the trucks. All these little draws hold birds. It's amazing. Good job there, Snoop.
Good boy,
Good
Snoop.
job, Roger. Awesome. On the second shot. Watch him. We're just walking out to where we saw that last rooster go in. I think he's hit pretty hard, so. Oh, there he is. Well, we got him that time. Maybe was a little close shot, but we got him.
The Bar Diamond Ranch was established in 1896. We are the 6th owners of this ranch. The ranch encompasses 27,000 acres. A lot of the hunting is along the Red Deer River. We have 18 springs along the Red Deer River, so there's a lot of wildlife along the river. We have elk, we have moose, we have antelope, we have mule deer, we have whitetail. When people come to stay, we like to have them stay in the original ranch house, which was built in 1903, with logs that were fished out of the Red Deer River. The logs came from a log boom that broke in the early 1900s, and a lot of the structures along the Red Deer River were from these logs. And we had a barn that was made out of the logs and the original ranch house. And we do have the original ranch house all decorated up, and we've preserved it. And people really enjoy staying there because it feels like they're in the Old West.
We're just going to head down Standpoint at another cluster of trees and see if Roger and the dogs can't put out some more roosters for us. I guess that's why they put 2 barrels on these things. I missed them clean with the first shot. But I tell you what, these 5.55 enhanced, they are a beautiful shooting gun. That was awesome. He was just too close on that first shot, I think.
Well, Kent, what a spectacular way for us to finish off our Alberta pheasant hunt. I know both of us would like to sincerely thank Jim and Carol from Western Alberta Upland Ranch for being amazing hosts.
You bet. We don't want to forget our cook, Joe. Some of the best food you'll ever eat, trust me. And our guide, Roger, and his great group of dogs there. I mean, they put us on birds every day. We had an absolutely fantastic time here. So with that being said, make sure you stay tuned and watch more Bushnell's Trigger Effect next week.
Canadian Wild Turkey Federation is a proud conservation partner of Bushnell's Trigger Effect. Taxidermy services for Bushnell's Trigger Effect.
Well, there you go. It's my first feather in my mouth. For being such spectacular hosts, and I said spectacular again.
If you do it 3 times, the spectacular ghost shows up.
It disappears. It's just like the candy man. Here I thought he was getting birdie, instead he's getting turdy.
We do that.
This has been a Thunder Boys production.